our road trip up to Dorifest. Woohoo! I just did a woohoo! Fuck's sake! Damn it! Anyway, yeah, we're on this road trip up to Dorifest. About 3 hours in now, I think. Yeah, about 3 hours in. We've just done swap over, so now I'm passenger, which means I can control this stuff. And yeah, we've got all your questions, and we're going to go through them now. So let's get into it. First question from Josh. Are you there yet? Simple answer, no.
Such a dickhead.
You are a bit of a knob, to be fair.
Are you there yet?
You are a knob, but yeah, no, we're not there yet. Next question from G90HD. I actually know his name, it's Gethin, so yeah, I'll call you Gethin from now on. What snacks and drinks have you chosen for the road trip? Well, we've literally just eaten. We had KFC back at the thing.
I've got some snacks in my bag.
Oh yeah? You've been sneaking there.
Well, yeah, they're in my bag, they're not much fucking use, aren't they?
It's on the behind me. I can reach in and get it.
I've got some lentil crisps.
Check you out, Mr. Health.
Some fruit snacks.
Mr. Health.
And then some double deckers.
Oh, well, they're not so health, but they're good.
But it's a bit sugar, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a bit of sugar.
And then at the moment, I'm very boring. I have 2 bottles of water.
Yeah. I've still got my Pepsi Max from KFC. And I have, where are they? Some...
Yeah, you're on the sweets, aren't you?
Skittles Giant Sours, which cost me £4!
£4?
I know, £4 for a flipping sweet.
Small bag.
It's not even a big bag, look. It's a small bag. Anyway. Yeah, so that's snacks at the moment, but yeah. That varies depending on the road trip, I guess. And what I fancy at the time. Sorry, I'm eating now.
It's a good question, though.
It's a good question.
You should always have snacks and stuff on the road trip.
To be honest, I think snacks a lot of the time will help you keep going on the road trip as well. Like when I'm coming back from my brother's or whatever, if I've got a bag of sweets and like a coffee or something on, I can usually keep going. Usually keeps that energy up. So, good question. Keely360 asks, what's one thing you've always wanted to do but haven't?
That's a very, very large question.
I know that's like this wide.
You answer because I'm in the wrong way.
Are you in the wrong way?
I'm
going to say you're on M6 still.
That's right.
We're not going off to Kirby Lonsdale.
I was getting on a ferry then.
We're not going to Kirby Lonsdale.
What's one thing I've always wanted to do but haven't? I mean, for me, I've been saying I want to go to Japan for the last 25 years.
Well, that is true,
and
yeah.
have never been. You're very lucky enough to have been. But,
yeah, but I didn't really get to do much car stuff, that's the only thing. I did go to Up Garage and Super Auto Backs, and I did do a bit of car spotting on the road.
I mean, at the moment, I'd quite happily just go and do the touristy stuff.
Yeah.
But
to be honest...
Yeah, that's probably that one.
Yeah. I think for me, I definitely want to go back to Japan, but when I do it, I want to go back and do it my own way this time, because last time it was very much tour, it was all organised tours and stuff like that, so I got to see a lot of the temples, I got to see a lot of cool stuff, and I went to Hiroshima as well, which was really cool. Got to see all the stuff around the Second World War and all that kind of stuff, and when the bomb dropped.
What have you always wanted to do and never done?
But for me, I think I definitely want to go back to Japan again, that's one thing, but do it my own way. I definitely want to go travelling a bit more, so like I want to go to Australia. I did have someone partially offer me an opportunity to go drive at Halfway Hangs. Whether or not that was real or not, I don't know. But yeah, if it comes off, it comes off, and we'll film it. If it doesn't, then who knows? But yeah, I'd like to go to Australia, maybe experience Halfway Hangs or some other drift event there. New Zealand as well, that's always cool. I want to go to Norway. I really want to go to Norway.
She asked you which one thing you've never done.
I know, but this is just general travel stuff.
You off on a tangent.
I've gone way off on a tangent, he's right, yeah. So one thing I've always wanted to do, that's a really tough one.
That is a tough question.
It is a really open-ended question. Which is why I went off on a tangent.
It was easy for me to answer.
Yeah, because there's one thing you've not done yet.
On about it and never go.
In fairness, it is so open-ended, which is why I've gone off on a tangent. But probably one thing, I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I'd like to do a road trip across America. That's something I would definitely like to do.
The whole Route 66 job.
I don't know if it'd necessarily be Route 66, but I'd like to be able to go from one side of America to the other. Like just do like a road trip holiday where I get to see, you know, a lot of cool stuff and just basically experience America for myself, because I've never been, and it's one of those places I've always kind of wanted to go, but there's so many different places that I'd want to go that I think a road trip would probably be the best way to do it. So yeah, probably the road trip across America would be my one thing.
Okay.
And now my iPad's closed. Sorry about the random tangent. Gethin asks, how do you divide the music choice between you both, and what are each of your top 3 road trip tracks? God, I can't read.
That's easy so far because we've been listening to a podcast.
Yeah, we so far for the first 3 hours of the trip we had the Goodest cast on, which was really good, and then we had a bit of the Low Origin podcast we've actually killed off just to do this. So that's been good so far. But
it's quite easy because I think we've both got such vast music tastes.
Yeah.
And like even in the workshop, like if my phone's on, it doesn't bother you.
No.
If your phone's on, it doesn't bother me.
It bothers me when you play Right Said Fred.
It's a good song. it's a good song.
Yeah. Anyway.
So yeah, you know, it's yeah. I wouldn't say we've got similar music tastes, but we're both very broad music tastes.
I definitely think the crossover in places.
I don't mind stuff that you really love, and vice versa.
Yeah, exactly. I definitely think the music tastes cross over quite well, so it's not too bad. But yeah, I mean,
what did you say? 3 travel tracks?
Three tracks for a road trip.
Gosh. I don't know.
I think it depends on the road trip. So like, sometimes I'll put something like dance music on just to let me focus on the road ahead. Like if it's a long drive and it's late at night and stuff, I'll probably put something like Deadmau5 on.
Yeah.
So like Avarisha from Deadmau5 is Deadmau5?
Something you haven't really got to concentrate on.
Yeah.
It's just in the background.
Yeah. Something that's just it's got like a driving beat to keep me focused on what I'm doing. Other than that, it's a difficult one. I've been liking a lot of Sleep Token at the moment, but yeah, I wouldn't really say it's a road trip track, to be honest, or a road trip band.
Look, you're not.
Yeah, it's a difficult. It's
not.
Oh shit! Sorry, we've got a truck in front of us, being a knob.
This T5, he's done that twice.
And the transport that just decides it's going to sit in the middle lane. Mind you, it's old. Anyway, other tracks, probably something by Suicide Boys. Like I really like them at the moment. And I don't know. Is there any particular tracks that stand out for you? Drum and bass is always a good one as well for when you're driving.
It's weird, there aren't any particular tracks, but I've been listening to a lot of Joe Cocker and Johnny Cash recently.
Fair enough.
So I would probably just put either the greatest hits of or an album from one of those two.
Yeah, I think that's it. I mean, I've got quite a lot of random playlists that I've made myself which have a bit of everything on them. But, excuse me. But like, generally, I tend to like to listen to a full album, so like I said, Deadmau5. I can't remember which album it is that's got Avarisha on it, but I'd probably put that one on from beginning to end, just because it gives you a chance to focus on the road ahead. Anyway, I think that's answered that one. Douche Skidoosh asks...
Douche Skidoosh?
Yeah.
Name.
Yeah, she asks, does your mouth taste like curry sauce? No, it tastes like KFC. And Skittles.
Yeah, mine tastes like KFC at the moment.
So the answer is no.
Yeah, sorry.
5 Liding Fives. I think that's supposed to be sliding.
These names are amazing.
I know. I think that's supposed to be sliding fives, but yeah, it's got a 5 at the start, so I'm reading it as 5 Liding Fives.
Right.
Are you doing any affiliate work in the future? This is a tricky one. I've often toyed with the idea of doing like brand ambassador stuff. I had a couple of people that I was playing around with being brand ambassadors, but it's kind of difficult to navigate that, because you've got a lot of people out there that want to try and, you know, get as much free crap as they can from your brand, and then they'll just disappear and you never hear from them again. You've got people who promise you X, Y, and Z, and then when it comes to actually delivering, they just don't. The other thing is, you need to kind of be careful when you're, well, in my case, you need to be careful as a brand when you're looking at who you're going to have as a brand ambassador, because if they're posting, like, I know that Instagram and social media in general is very much a personal thing, but if they're posting a lot of like personal life stuff on there that may not gel with everyone else, then it's not necessarily representative of your brand, and as a result, it can, if they're seen as being an ambassador for you, then it can be, you know, it can have a detrimental effect on it. So the main one for me is the fact that people tend to want to just scam you whenever they do stuff like this. So I'm trying to figure out a way at the moment of doing it where it benefits both the ambassador and me, rather than just the ambassador. So I am looking at doing it. If anybody has any ideas on how we can achieve this, then drop me a comment or something. But yeah, it's something I'm looking at doing. Whether or not it comes off, I don't know. But what the heck was that noise?
Will you sponsor me when the car's finished?
No. I've sponsored you twice already, so of course I am going to eat knobby. But yeah, so that's generally how that one works. I think that I'm pretty sure that question was aimed more at me, but I mean, it's really difficult for me to do anything like that for my line of work. I
mean,
what are you going to do? Give someone a bash bar every time they?
Well, no, I mean, it depends. If somebody well known who was doing well needed the kind of work I offer, then I could probably work with them on a deal on fabrication-y stuff. But you know, that's all I can really offer. So
yeah, I guess it's kind of got to be mutually beneficial for both of you. Like you get the exposure.
Dude, can you do me a free roll cage? Like,
no. But like, if it was a case of you doing a roll cage and they basically paid for the parts but not the labour, and in return they did a video showing off what you were doing.
Yeah, it's the way it would work for me.
Yeah.
Like in my scenario, it's they're getting everything out of the deal.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, I probably wouldn't unless, like I said, it was somebody well known who was doing well. In whatever form of racing. So.
Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. It is a tricky one from your side, I guess. Gethin asks, what was your first tattoo and what's next?
My first tattoo is on the back of my neck, at the top of my back, and it's EST for established 1985, which is my birth year. So established in 1985.
Fair dues.
What's next?
So you're getting loads of little ones on your legs at the minute?
Yeah, at the moment I'm just collecting little token tattoos that may or may not have meanings on my right leg, but the one I'm thinking of actually booking a sit-in for, I've got mother and father on my chest that run in line with my collarbones.
Yeah.
But I'd quite like a rose with 2 branches of wreath above that. Or, I mean, I've got a sleeve that's not finished, so I should probably have that finished.
Join the club, I've got a sleeve that's not finished as well. For me,
what was your first tattoo?
My first tattoo was this one. The samurai fighting the dragon on my bicep. It was actually supposed to be a half sleeve, but it didn't go on to the other side. I still love that tattoo now. Unfortunately, the stuff around it on this bit here, not so much, but that's a different story. Next for me, I don't know, because there's so many I want. Like, I want my neck tattooed, I want my chest tattooed, I want back tattooed, I want this back of this hand tattooed because I've got one, not the other. I do know what I want on that, I just haven't found someone to do it yet, or the money. There's also a tattoo shop up in Wakefield in Yorkshire that I want to visit, because they do, you know, those like gumball machines that we talked about a few times.
Oh yeah, that's why I've got a Pokemon on my leg.
Well, that's it. She does Pokemon tattoos, but they're not like little ones. They're like probably about so big.
Okay.
So I want to actually go and get one of them done. Cause it's like you pay, I think it's like 100 quid or something, and you pull out a gumball from this machine, and whatever Pokemon is in that ball, she'll tattoo it on you wherever you want it.
Yeah.
I think there is an option to have it to pay a little bit more and have it in colour as well. So, but I can't confirm or deny that. So, but yeah. Like that's something I want to do as well.
I have a chest bin on my leg.
Yeah, you've got loads of weird stuff on your leg. You've got a pizza slice on your leg.
Yeah, so there's a palm tree, a pizza slice, the Bam Margera heartogram.
Oh yeah.
A Manaki Nico cat, a chest bin, and Michelangelo from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I'm guessing just his head.
Just his head, yeah.
Cool. Flipping a couple off my keyboard. There we go. Right, next one is from Keeley360 again. What's your favourite design from your clothing brand? I'm guessing that's more meant for me. Or you can answer as well. What your favourite was? For me, it's a difficult one because I like all the designs I've done. Otherwise, I wouldn't put them out in the first place.
You'll have a favourite though, won't you?
I do.
Or not, maybe.
Well, the tricky thing is, like, it's like most things. You can, when it's your own work, you can go back and look at it like 6 weeks, a month, 6 months later, and you'll see things that you can do differently the next time. So I can always pick apart my own work, and even if anybody else thinks it, it's spot on, it's perfect, whatever, I can always go back and pick apart my own work once I've finished it and left it for a bit, and find ways I can improve it in the next time, which is why some of the designs I do tend to kind of redo occasionally. The one I definitely do like is probably the Tengu mask. I've wanted to do one of them for a long time. The first one I did was a bit too cartoonish and I wasn't keen on it, but the second iteration of that, the one that's on the website now, that one I am absolutely in love with because it came out exactly as I had it up here. This is the problem sometimes, what's up here and what comes out onto the iPad don't tend to tally. Which is when I start to get frustrated with myself and realise that maybe I need to go do it again. That Tengu mask, it looks exactly as I wanted it. I wanted it to be like a neo-traditional style tattoo design, and I think I've pretty much achieved that perfectly with that one. So yeah, that's my favourite. What about you? What's your favourite of my designs?
I like the original Fallen Hero design.
Oh, the one with the swirly pattern behind it?
Yeah.
Okay.
With the samurai sword with the mask on it.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah. I've still got that t-shirt.
I know.
But yeah, I don't know. I just like the sort of... It just felt like moody samurai vibes.
Yeah.
So... And you've redone that one since.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, I prefer the original one.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that is what it is. But yeah.
Yeah, I think the reason I redid that one actually was because I felt like the sword and the mask kind of got lost into the background a little bit.
Okay.
Now I probably could have done a colour version that would have made it stand out more, but I felt like it lent itself better to not having that background the second time round because I put a lot more detail into it. And yeah, it just felt like a better piece to me. But yeah, I mean, fair enough. If you like that other one, that's cool.
Let's flip that and ask you what your least favourite one of your designs is.
Oh crap. Oh, that's a tricky one now. I think it's actually going to be one of my logo designs. So there was a point in time, and this goes back to a conversation I had with Gianni from Sarah about a year ago now. Might have been less than that, I can't remember. But there was a point in time where rather than just doing the things I wanted to do and the designs I wanted to do, I was trying to fit into the current scene as much as possible and the current style and everything. And as a result, I did quite a basic logo design. It's the serif font with the Japanese underneath it, kind of slanty one. It's on most, a lot of my t-shirts is still on there, but it was kind of like the basic logo design. At the time, it was kind of like, yeah, it fits in because everybody's using serif fonts and all this stuff, but it wasn't really my style. Now, I'm not the best at all with like text work and things like that, so it's one of the things I've been trying to improve on over the last couple of years, which is why I'm putting out so many logo designs at the moment and trying to really push that and try different styles and stuff, which is why, which is, like I say, why I'm doing that at the moment, because I want to try and move away from just using basic text, like grabbing a font off the internet and then making something with it, to actually doing my own work. Like, I don't know if you can see on the back window there, that one was drawn completely by hand by me, and I'm absolutely in love with that design actually, even though it's not technically released yet. But the one that I'm least happy with is probably the basic one, or the block one that came before it, because they both fall in the same category. So yeah, what's your least favourite design? Go on, be honest.
I don't know. I haven't got a least favourite one, to be honest.
I know you don't like that one because you can't read it.
Yeah, that would be my only critique.
Yeah.
But it's horses for courses, isn't it?
Yeah,
different styles for different people.
Yeah, well, which is why I try and
that's the beauty of a clothing brand.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that answers the question. Where are we? That's Gethin again. What first got you into drifting? I think we've answered this before, but we might as well do it again. Do you want to go first or shall I?
I'll go.
Okay.
So, I was always a Subaru boy. Even before I had one, I was kind of obsessed with them. And then when I got mine, it was kind of at the same time where Ken Block and Gymkhana was becoming a thing. So naturally that winter I spent sliding the Subaru around and crashing it into things and stuff. And a group of friends had just sort of all chipped in on the same workshop.
Yeah.
So I paid for some storage in there, and they were all Skylines and Sylvias. They were all drifting, some of them competitively, some of them not.
Yeah.
And after spending that winter sliding the Subaru around badly, I decided that I should probably get rid of it and get something that was meant for the job.
Oh, fair enough.
And that was it basically. I ended up in a workshop around people who were driving drift cars competitively and stuff. And
yeah, that was around the early BDC days, wasn't it?
yeah, I followed them around the competition scene, and I was like, I need to be a part of this.
Yeah.
And that's how it started for me. I ended up getting an R32 GTS2, making that my own and doing okay-ish.
Yeah. No, cool. Yeah, I do remember your Skyline. It was the one that got me into the R32 Skyline. Up to that point, I'd never seen an R32 before.
Right.
I only thought there was one type of Skyline, that was the R34.
Yeah, me too at that point. It was only moving into that workshop that I realised there were different variants.
Yeah.
I thought the Skyline was Fast and the Furious, and that was it.
Yeah, exactly. I think it was the same for me. So it's slightly more of a convoluted route for me. So my first car was a Corsa, which was nothing. It was rubbish. But it gave me the opportunity to actually start going to car shows. One of the car shows I went to quite frequently was Max Power Live, which is now dead and buried, unfortunately. But I think it was 2008, 2009. They had the 3 D1 drift cars that were on Top Gear a few months prior on show there, and I don't think the episode of Top Gear had aired just yet. And I saw those cars there, and I was just completely taken back by them. And then when it came to going to the live action arena, which they actually did a drift demo, and I was just sat like watching them, like just completely in awe of what they were doing and stuff. And then Steer from the rear came out and did basically their stylised parking, which they seem to do at every event. They had like Z32s.
Yeah, one of them was quite a well-known Irish driver though, wasn't it?
Was it?
Can't remember his name.
Yeah.
But he used to do IDC and all that sort of stuff.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
His name eludes me.
I hate it when that happens. But yeah. So yeah, I saw them, and then I started finding like drifting videos online and stuff. Not much back then because the internet was still relatively early, but excuse me. but yeah, I started trying to dig into like drifting more and more. Never really knew how I was going to get into it, and then it was around 2010 I met this knobhead in his R32 Skyline.
I knew I'd get some of the blame.
Well, it was you. And yeah, he basically dragged me. Well, he didn't say. I won't say dragged me. I basically chased him to every event that he went to after that, when I could. And always wanted to get into it. Didn't really have the money to get a car. I was driving an MR2 at this point, which we'd often toyed with, like seeing if it could drift. Don't do it. Snap oversteer is a bitch.
It's not worth the bother, is it?
No. I think at one point we were even talking about trying to front engine swap it, make it into like a little ute. But there was no way that was going to happen.
I'd still quite like to do that one.
Well, we'll have to try and find one. But yeah, that wasn't really the car to do it. And then around 2012, 2013, I'd just got rid of my NA MR2. I'd been driving a turbo MR2 for about 8-9 months, and I was really bored with it. Like, I bought it thinking it was going to be my next project. There was nothing really I could do to it. I had pretty much everything it needed on it. And I remember having a text message with him one night, and was like, I think I need a drift car. And within about 5 minutes, he'd sent me about 15 links on eBay to R32 Skylines. So yeah, I bought my first drift car was R32 GTS, not a GTST like him. So I had the non-turbo, but it was the DE, so it still had the good RB engine in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was NA, which was a good starting point for me, I think. So yeah, that's how I got into it, and I've been hooked ever since. Right, next question. We don't have a name for this one, but it's, if you could be sponsored by one company or brand, who would it be and why? I can probably answer this one first, actually. So to be honest, I'm not a greedy person. I never think of things in terms of who could I possibly get sponsored by. I'm not that kind of person. But the one thing that I do always need, that I seem to keep losing, is tools. So if I had a tool partner on helping me out, that would be amazing. Cause,
yeah, that's a good one actually, especially in the workshop.
Yeah, well, he sees state of my toolboxes. Like, screwdrivers go missing regularly, and I've no idea why. I'm pretty sure there's a mouse taking them.
Because they don't have a home, they're just in a box.
Yeah, they are. To be fair, you can pick my toolbox up and it rattles, so yeah, that's how bad my organisation is at the moment. But if I had like a tool partner that had like, I could get a decent set of tools from and look after them, that would be incredible. That's pretty much all I'd need, because that's everything else I'm happy to pay for, I'm happy to do them. But tools are the one thing that I seem to struggle. I've said to him, I must have said to him like 10 times now, I need to upgrade my tools, but I never actually do it.
It'd be good as well, because when you inevitably smash your car, you'll have all the things you need to fix it.
Oh yeah, exactly. Instead of borrowing off him. And then him turning around going, where's my tools?
Yeah, where's my tools?
I do put them back, just not straight away.
For me, I guess it depends what you're after. If you were looking for like a budget, then you know the dream sponsor is like an energy drink, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I guess, yeah.
Red Bull, Monster, whatever. You know, a lot of drivers have done really well out of that. But in terms of having something back, just a tyre sponsor.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't matter what kind of racing you do, it's probably the most consumable and the most expensive part.
Yeah, definitely.
So a tyre sponsor would be cool, depending on what tyres you were using.
Yeah, that was going to be my other option, was like tyres, because basically anything that could make the hobby easier to enjoy.
Yeah.
Because one of the big problems I've always seen with drifting, and especially with competitive drifting, and I've seen this through him, and through the drivers at BDC, but mainly through him, through watching what he goes through, is the amount of stress that people put themselves through just to get to an event at like BDC, obviously RIP, or you know, Drift League, whatever. The amount of stress they will put themselves through just to get to that event is unreal. And for me, drifting is all about having fun. That's how I've always seen it. It's always been like a hobby for me. It's something that I want to enjoy. So putting all that stress on top of it isn't something that you want. So something, you know, something like tyres or tools or even fuel, those kind of things that help keep you going are probably the most important ones for me personally. Next question. Dooski Douche asks, is Wallace and Gromit a father figure for you?
Wallace or Gromit?
Wallace and Gromit. Both of them, apparently. I'm definitely not having a dog as a father figure.
I don't know, he was pretty sharp tool in the box, wasn't he?
I'm going to say he's pretty intelligent, to be fair. He doesn't speak much.
He seemed a damn sight more intelligent than Wallace did.
Yeah, true.
No, probably not for me.
No, definitely not.
No.
As much as they do have northern accents and all that shit. No, definitely not. Another one that I've forgotten to write. Who wrote it down? What are your tips for tackling a car build?
Oh. I mean, don't to start with.
Okay, yeah, that's probably a good one.
It's a double-edged sword, really, because if you put a time limit or a goal on it, it becomes stressful.
Yeah.
But if you don't put a time limit or a goal on it, you'll end up like me and be 7 years deep and it's still not finished.
Yeah.
So it's finding a priority. I spent a lot of money early on in the project and then spent a lot of time building the car.
Yeah.
Where all that money would have been really useful for other stuff in life.
Yeah.
So I think looking at it as a whole and prioritising what needs to be done, maybe even coming up with little time frames for yourself, spring, summer, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like everybody, it's so easy to blow obscene amounts of money, get burnt out with the build, lose interest, and you've lost all that time and all that money.
Yeah.
So yeah, it really is a priority thing and breaking it down into bits.
Yeah.
And achieving them in an order that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, just thinking back to all the links you've sent me to Facebook Marketplace and stuff, where it's people who've taken on a project and then they've got so overwhelmed with it that they're basically going, oh fuck that, put it back up for sale. Like, you need to, I mean, anywhere's a starting point. Changing a tyre is a starting point, or changing a wheel is a starting point. But it's about knowing your limits as well, I think, for me. So, like, there are things I can't do and I'm fully aware of it, which is why I'm so happy that I've got a workshop with this guy, because, like, there are points where I'll stand there for about half an hour just staring at the car and he'll look at me and go, what's wrong? And I'll be like, I don't know what I'm doing. And then once we talk through it, he'll give me suggestions on what to do and I can go away and do it. That's one of the, actually, that's a really good point. That is a good tip. Make sure you've got friends around you who know what they're doing. The more people you have with the knowledge to do what needs to be done, the better, because it makes things easier for you. You've got people to rely on, people to bounce ideas off, which for a long time is something I didn't have. I mean, when I was living up in Leeds, I could message him, but a lot of the time he was busy with his own stuff, so he'd just like, he wouldn't answer till like late that night, by which time I'd finished what I was doing and I was frustrated as hell. But having people around to at least ask those questions makes things so much easier, because I know a lot of people want to try and just learn off YouTube, whatever. It's not always possible to do that. Sometimes you'll find a video that says, showing you how to do X, Y, and Z, and then they'll get 5 minutes into it and it just suddenly skips and finished, and you're like,
all the hard work and just show you it done.
Yeah, and you're like, well, hang a minute, what did you do? Because that's the bit I'm stuck on now. So yeah, having people around you to help with that and bounce ideas off and talk to about your project and what your ideas are and what you're going to do is a big one for me. Also, organisation. Now, I tried my best at the start of the Laurel project to be as organised as possible. Like, I had everything labelled in bags and all that stuff, all the bolts and everything. Unfortunately...
He still lost it all.
Yeah, but there is a good reason for that. I didn't tell you this, but the box that had all the bags of bolts and stuff in somehow got power steering fluid in the box, which then wiped off all the marker pen that was on the bags. So I didn't know what bolt was for which. So yeah, there was a lot of it that was kind of trying to piece things together again. But yeah, if you can be as organised as possible and generally keep your stuff clean and tidy as well, that goes a long way to helping get a project done. But yeah, I definitely think what you said about like setting time frames and stuff. Although I did blow my time frame out of the water, I was supposed to have my car back and drift in by now. We've only just got the engine back in.
Life gets in the way, doesn't it?
It does, yeah, it does. But yeah, so yeah, hopefully that answers that question. Right, where are we? Keely360 asks, what's your weapon of choice in a zombie apocalypse, and which one of you would survive the longest? His body.
I'd probably survive longer because I could run faster.
How do you know? We've never had a race.
But,
you don't do any bloody cardio?
No, I don't actually.
He does weights.
I do know, in fact, when we thought we were late for that flight in Ireland, your slow ass was gasping in the background and I was up at the bloody terminal.
That's because I was weighed about 14 and a half stone at that point.
A weapon of choice in a zombie apocalypse.
And my trousers kept falling down as well. My belt was not doing its job.
If there was a zombie apocalypse,
yes,
I would be the biggest pussy and I would curl up in my bathtub crying because I'd be scared as fuck.
Well, in that case, I'd use your body as a shield.
Oh, great. I don't know, something long distance so I don't have to get too close.
Yeah. I think I'd probably turn this truck into a tank.
I was just going to say, maybe a vehicle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd go on Mad Max on a vehicle and...
Yeah. Although you've got to be able to build it whilst the zombies are
just
around.
wait, there's a zombie apocalypse coming, I'm going to build a car. Don't start till I'm finished.
Just stay there. Don't bite me yet. I've got to finish this first. Yeah, no, that would
and
really work.
I'd wear one of them dog training suits, so if they did bite me, it wouldn't actually.
What with the huge fucking collar?
Yeah.
So I think they're all like repurposed like bomb disposal suits.
I'd be driving the Navara with spikes on the back in my bite-proof suit, crying because I'm scared.
Oh god. No, I think for me probably definitely be the truck. But I would like him try and make it more zombie proof. I would also try and cover my neck up, but obviously it's not just your neck we go for, we'll go for any part of your body, so...
I always liked exploding shotgun shells when I used to play Resident Evil.
They're pretty good.
But if you run out, you're knackered, aren't you?
Yeah, that's true. Chainsaw.
Yeah, it's too close quarters for me.
Yeah, they're not going to bite you when they've got a fucking chainsaw.
I'd end up dropping it on my foot as well.
You are a clop. Mind you, I'm not much better.
I'm not sure I'd want to trust you with the chainsaw, actually.
After smashing myself in the face with the grinder.
Probably not a good...
Well, I'd go for a chainsaw anyway, because who's going to see me dropping it on my foot?
No.
A zombie is not going to stand there and laughing, is it? I'm just going to run. But yeah, I think he might beat me in a race. I don't know. I've lost a few pounds since then. And plus I've been mountain biking, so I've probably got better with my cardio than him. Oh, excuse me. Gethan asks...
He's a busy boy, isn't he?
He is. I think he gives about 4 questions in total, 4 or 5. How does it feel to be attending the best drift event in the UK with nothing but sunny skies and 25 degrees on the horizon?
It sucks because they didn't accept my car.
Yeah, that is true, unfortunately.
But at least we are going, so...
Yeah.
No, it's going to be good. It is going to be hotter than a hot thing.
Yeah, and we're going to be stood inside a black tent.
Well, at least it'll be shaded though, with the sides off. But hopefully, fingers crossed, Lee thinks we're going to be right on trackside on the entry of the wall. So we should really have a fantastic viewpoint.
Yeah, hopefully we do.
Yeah, it should be good.
Yeah.
I've never been to dorifest. In fact, I've never been to Scotland, so this is new for me.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it's, as good as it's kind of hyped up to be in the videos.
I'm hoping he hasn't just jinxed it by talking about the weather.
I mean...
You can guarantee whenever someone talks about the weather, it changes.
Yeah, it is that rare occasion where we are actually experiencing a proper heat wave.
Yeah, we are.
So.
I mean, to be fair, at the moment I'm enjoying it because it's the first time in days I've not been stuck inside working. Although I am stuck in a truck at the moment.
It should be good. I'm guessing Gethan's not going, unfortunately.
No, he is.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
I saw him getting his cat.
How do you feel about it, mate? Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, come on, put it down there.
Did you enjoy yourself?
Or come and see us at the event, whichever. Yeah, he's definitely going. You remember that red R32 that I posted on my story that I've done stickers for?
Yes.
Yeah, it's him.
Oh, okay. The silver stickers, were they?
Yeah, the chrome ones. Yeah, I mean, I've been to Driftland before. I drove there and shit my pants, mainly because I was driving my NA Skyline, and I'm unfortunately not driving this time, but I would love to. Maybe get the Laurel up there next year. But yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be interesting. I've always wanted to go to Dorifest, but it's kind of one of those that's, you know, always falling at an awkward time, like family-wise or other stuff. So it's good to actually be able to get up there this time, and the fact we're going to be trading as well. Hopefully a few more people see the clothing and stuff and gets the word out a bit, and yeah, just enjoy ourselves. That's the main priority this weekend, so looking forward to it. Right, where are we? Josh.
He's back again.
He is back again. He's got another one after this, but there's one more in between him. Should I keep the Golf or get an IS200? Right.
Josh getting an IS200's like me going to Japan.
I know.
Probably never going to happen.
Probably.
Sell the Golf. Golf's a gay.
Yeah. Sell the Golf definitely, but maybe not an IS200. And I would only say that.
Get an IS300.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, do that. But I would only say not an IS200 now, based off what we've seen in the workshop the last few weeks.
Yeah, that one was pretty rotten, wasn't it? But
and I think a lot of the UK ones are going to be rotten now.
yeah.
I mean, you will find the odd rarity that's going to be in good shape and worth buying, but you're going to need to look around for it. You're really going to need to search.
I think they look cool, and when they're messed with, they look really cool.
Yeah.
But like mechanically, so underwhelming. Like slow as shit.
Yeah, it's a single cam 6-cylinder in IS200, isn't it?
And they're just, I don't know.
I have seen people supercharging them and getting close to 300 horsepower.
Sack it off and put 1J in it.
Yeah, I mean, the thing for
Or a UZ.
Yeah, the thing for me with superchargers is like, you've got to spend horsepower to make horsepower, and with an engine that's already not making much, and you put a supercharger on it, how much is it actually robbing in the first place? So yeah.
Sell the Golf, get an IS200.
Just sell it.
What could be better than drift car misery, eh?
Exactly. I mean, you know, we're prime examples of the joys of drifting.
Oh well, never mind.
Yeah. Anyway, that answers your question, Josh.
Sell the Golf and buy anything. Just get rid of the Golf.
Just get rid of the Golf, you grandad. Douche Skidoosh asks, have you ever docked anything other than a boat? Your questions are really weird.
Have I docked anything other than a boat? I once docked the Skyline into a lamppost.
Is that classed as a boat?
He said other than a boat.
Oh yeah, true, yeah. You docked it into a lamppost, how do you manage that?
I'm
guessing skidding.
Obviously street drifting, yeah.
Legally, of course.
Yeah, I was drifting an island by where I live, and I thought I'd be the Billy Big Balls and grab third, and when I grabbed third, the car just went whoosh sideways and took out one of those signs with a light on it.
Oh dear.
So, but no, I've never docked a boat. And
I've never docked a boat.
I have docked a Skyline.
I've docked a jet ski.
Oh, that's kind of a boat.
Yeah, but more fun.
Yeah, I've only ever been on a jet ski once, and I would really, really love to go on.
I would like to get one, but we need to find a lake or something. Although, to be fair,
we live in the UK, you're not allowed to have fun like that.
Well, you are, but only in certain places. You can do it on the sea, but again, you've got to have all the right time of year and all that shit. Yeah, I did have a jet ski for a bit, and that was a lot of fun on the sea, like jumping waves and stuff. That was a lot of fun. So I docked that, but yeah, that's probably all I've docked really. Never docked anything else. So yeah, I hope that answers your question. Oh, this one's for you, Joe.
For me?
Yeah, from Juice again.
Oh, okay.
Joe, when are you going to move up here and give me a job?
When are you going to move back here and come and work for me?
I'm going to say, which do you think's more?
And it's going to be easier for you to move your ass down here than it is for me to move the business up there.
Yeah, he's going to move his business, his family, and all his tools and everything else up north to give you a job.
Sorry, mate.
I mean, I had to move down here to, hang around with him. So
people come to me, son.
He's a really crap magnet, I'll admit. It took me several years.
Crap magnet, yeah.
It took me several years to fucking move down here.
I've magnetised the crap all on.
That is also true. Yeah. But yeah, that's all our questions. So,
That's it.
Thank you, everybody. And I'll probably put a few clips in now. See you next time. Diego, come here and say bye-bye.
Say bye, Diego. Bye, Diego.
Bye, Diego.
See, you've made a mess of that now.
Say bye-bye. Bye.